How you guys doing today? This is Rich from Rich TV Live, and we are having a green day on a fabulous Friday. On a Friday when the markets are usually red, we're having a green day. It's true. It's unbelievable. Let's take a look at some of the markets. Okay, let's take a look. The Dow Jones is up 309 points. The S&P 500 is up 35 points. The NASDAQ is up 138 points. The global Dow is up 33 points. Gold is up 1.5 points at 1,344. Gold is slowly, sneaky climbing, and oil is up and green as well at $54, up 1.42 points or 2.7%. So we're seeing a lot of green. And then if we look at the marijuana stocks, the cannabis stocks, and I told you guys, I've been bringing you guys these cannabis stocks for 2 years. And when they go down, I will pull up. Okay, here we are. Cannabis stocks rebounding as I told you they would. They're going to go down this month. They're going to get a little bit of a beat down. But once in a while, they're going to show some green. This is not like an explosion, but yeah, this is nice. Tilray up 7.72%. Afria up 6.53% at $7.34. Congratulations to members that are winning on Afria. Justin's been talking about it in our group. He's been buying the dips. He's making a killing buying the dips. Congratulations, Justin. TerraTech Corp finally hitting a bottom, up 2.5%. Chronos Group up 2%. Canopy Growth at $42.30 in America, up 2%. CanTrust at $7.11, up 2%. Hexo at $8.54, up 2%. The Green Organic Dutchman, TGOD in Canada, TGODF in America at $3.63, up 1.6%. And Aurora Cannabis up 1.5% at $10.23. It's a lot of green. That's a lot of green. Yes, IIPR is having a big day today. Tilray having a big day today. WeedMD, let's take a look at WeedMD. Where are they at? Where are they at? Where are they at? Alefia's at $1.31, holding up after the news of their financing, which is really concerning. I think if you have Alefia, you need to be very concerned because they're raising money. So be very concerned. WeedMD up 4.5% at $1.62. Planet 13. PLTH up 10.89% at $2.85. They're having a big bounce back. So what this is the market's going to go up, the market's going to come down. The market's going to go up, the market's going to come down. The market's going to go up, the market's going to come down. It's called volatility. This is why so many people love this sector. There's a lot of liquidity and there's a lot of volatility. So the shorts that were having such a great time, some of them probably had to cover today. Maybe some are getting squeezed. This is the market. You know, you can't just think things are going to go down forever. And you also can't think that things are going to go up forever. It's a game. They go up, they come down. They go up, they come down. They go down, they go up. Now, good companies will go back up. Tilray is a great company. They were just trading way above their pay grade. That's just the way it goes. Now, the other thing is you have to consider is that with these cannabis stocks, they might be trading above their pay grade, but they're showing increased quarterly earnings every single quarter. That's what makes this industry so explosive. All of these companies' revenues, and it starts with Canopy Growth and Aurora Cannabis, they are literally growing quarter over quarter. Quarter over quarter over quarter, they keep getting bigger and bigger and bigger. So as the stock price comes down and the quarterly revenues grow, what you will see is the stock price will eventually come back up, because eventually they're going to trade at their pay grade. Right now, the market makers are saying, you're overpriced. We're going to take you down. We're going to take you down. But the revenues keep growing. The revenues are growing over here. We're saying, okay, yeah, we know we're overhyped. We know we're overhyped, but our revenues are growing. Our revenues are growing. Our revenues are growing. So what's happening is the price will come back up. Market makers will take it down, say, you're not worth this. They'll even put on lawsuits. They will actually put out lawsuits on these stocks. I'm telling you guys right now, Kush Bottles is a giant. They have a lawsuit. It's a frivolous lawsuit, like all of these lawsuits are. They're all frivolous. I'll give you an example of how frivolous they are. MedMen just announced that their lawsuit got dropped. You just did all this damage, took the stock all the way down, and now it's been announced that the lawsuit has been dropped. You've already done so much damage. You probably made millions of dollars shorting the stock down. Now the MedMen lawsuit gets dropped. Funny, right? Oh my goodness. WeedMD just got their outdoor 27 acres of 110 to come. You know, these companies are going to continue to grow. They're going to continue to get licenses. They're going to continue to generate more revenue. As their revenues grow, the prices will grow. Now, are these companies trading higher than their pay grade? Yes. Are they all trading higher than their pay grade? Yes. It's the truth. They are all trading higher than their pay grade. So at any point in time, the short traders, the market makers, the institutionals, the hedge funds, they can take them down at any point in time, because they know they're trading above their pay grade. At any point in time, yeah, these potheads, we're going to take them down. That's what they're going to do. They're going to be like, eventually going to be like, yo, see these potheads? They don't know what's up. We're going to take them down, and there's nothing anybody can do. You're right. When they take them down, that is our opportunity. That is our opportunity. As investors, when the market makers and the short traders are taking the best stocks down, that is our opportunity. Take a look at Canopy Growth. Every time it comes down, it comes back up. Why? Because they are a giant. People are afraid to short this stock. I'm telling you, it is going to go to $100. It's not even a matter of if, it's a matter of when. Because their revenue will continuously grow quarter over quarter over quarter. And there they are at $56 today and 14 cents, up 1.59%. This is a company whose revenue will get bigger every single quarter until they start making billions. So what do you think is going to happen to Canopy Growth? You think Canopy Growth is going to go up? Of course they're going to go up. So all these other smaller companies, they can't compete. They know it. Why do you think Hexo acquired HIP? Why do you think Aurora Cannabis acquired Canamed? Why do you think Aurora Cannabis acquired MedRelief? Why do you think Aurora Cannabis acquired Hempco Food and Fiber? Why do you think we continuously are seeing amalgamations, partnerships, acquisitions? A lot of these companies are not even in it to win it. They're just in it to get acquired. I figured it out, man. We got to stick with the big ones. IIPR, giant. Tilray, giant. Canopy Growth, giant. Afria, giant. Aurora Cannabis, giant. These are the ones that we should be sticking with. I figured it out, man. I figured it out. I figured out the matrix. I've been thinking about it. All the small ones, they're too easily shorted. They're too easily taken down. They can't fight in the market. They can't justify their market price. They can't justify their pay grade. I correctly predicted that BAM would crash. BAM was at 271. They raised money under $2. I said they're going to crash. They're going to go under $2. People disliked me because of it. People unsubscribed. People said I was a hater. People said I was wrong. People said, you know, Rich, you don't know what you're talking about. Let's take a look at the price of BAM. It was at 271 when I called it was going under $2. Let's take a look at the price of BAM in Canada right now. Let's see how wrong I was. Raising money is the kiss of death. Oh, BAM at $1.36. So not only did I call it, it is down 100% since I called it. It went from 271 to $1.36 I see right now. So it has gone down 100% since I called the fact that it was going to go down. Now, how did I know it was going to go down? Because they raise money. And every one of these stocks that raises money, they all go down. The other reason I knew that they would go down is because their quarterly revenue is only $1 million a quarter. Zenabis is doing $11 million a quarter. Zenabis was trading lower than BAM. How does that make any sense? You're making 10 times the revenue, but you're trading lower than a stock that's making $1 million a quarter. The market makers see that. They take that and they say, listen, guys, this is trading above its pay grade. Yeah, you're right. Let's short it. Okay. And they all short. That's the game, guys. That's the game. It doesn't matter what you think. It doesn't matter what I think. We got to figure out what these guys are thinking. The market makers, the day traders, the shorters, the speculators, the institutions, the hedge funds, the insiders, the management. They're the ones that determine the price, guys. We don't determine nothing, man. Stop believing your own hype. I don't control the markets. We're just a bunch of potheads, remember? We just potheads, right? It's 420. So what we got to do is we got to figure out their game. Their game, take them up, make money up, take them down, make money down. And then when they get really, really down, they all go around and around and they buy it up and then they take it up again. And I promise you guys, write this down today. Write down today's date, Rich TV Live. You will see Canopy Growth at $100. It is as obvious as anything I've ever seen in my life. You will see Canopy Growth at $100. It's going to happen. It's going to happen. I've been talking about it for 2 years. 2 years ago, I said we would see stocks hit $100 in the cannabis space. We saw GW Pharma do it. We saw Tilray do it. Now they've come back down, but they went to 300 before they went to 30. They went from 20 to 300. And then Andrew Left said, no. This is the short of the century. Made a big stink about it and shorted it down with his boys from 300 all the way to 30. Congratulations, Andrew Left. You made a killing, man. Another 100 million for you and your boys. From 300 to $30. And now Tilray's going to go back up. And watch, we're going to see Tilray go back to 100. Write today's day down. The day that Rich TV Live said you will see Tilray back at 100. You will see Canopy Growth hit 100. You will see Tilray go back to 100. It will happen. It's going to happen. IIPR will break 100. And other companies, as they get bigger and their revenues continue to grow, you will see them go to 100. You'll see them go to 100. Mark my words. You will see them go to 100. And your boy will be here on the bad days. On the red days, your boy will pull up, man. On the red days, your boy will pull up and your boy will be buying stocks. You know what I'm saying? On the bad days, your boy will pull up and your boy will be buying stocks. And on the good days, when everybody else is out there talking about how great they are, how they predicted this and how they predicted that, when they didn't predict shit, I'm here talking when the days are red. So when the days are green, you already know we winning. So I promise you guys this. If you guys are buying in the red right now, when the market explodes going into edibles in October, you guys will be laughing. So you will have a fantastic Christmas. So don't get panicky. Don't think, oh my goodness, the markets are down. It's going to be over. Cannabis stocks are done. Oh my goodness, they're running out of supply. That is the biggest joke I've ever heard in my entire life. This game hasn't even started. I got news for you guys. This hasn't even started. Remember when they used to say there was a .com bubble? There was a .com burst? Well, guess what came out of the .coms? Facebook, Amazon, Netflix, Twitter, Snapchat, LinkedIn. What else? Shopify. You name it. They all came through the bubble. The bubble that they said burst. The bubble they said burst, right? Yeah, it sure burst. Look at Google. Look at Amazon. The internet created those opportunities. They just happen to be the most powerful companies in the world. Well, guess what? Guess what? Aurora Cannabis, Canopy Growth, they're going to be the two most powerful weed companies in the world. Now, that's not just weed. It is weed, but it's not just weed. It's weed. It's CBDs, which is going to be in drinks. It's going to be in food. It's going to be also hemp, which is going to be in our clothes. It's going to be in our pens. It's going to be in your furniture. What else? Oh, yeah, edibles. So now they're going to legalize edibles in 4 months. Oh, yeah. And by the way, when they legalize edibles, that's another 30 to 50% revenue for all of these public companies. Oh, yeah, it's true. So now what they're going to do is they're going to start cleaning house and getting rid of all the bad guys. They call them the bad guys, the guys that are on the private sector. Because what's the real reason why they want to get rid of them? The private sector here in Canada is killing the public sector, killing them. It's not even close. So guess what's going to happen next? One by one, they're going to shut them all down because they're taking the public company's business. They're taking the public company's business. They're taking the customers. Because why would you go and buy from a public company at $10 a gram when you can get it from your buddy next door who's selling it for $4 a gram? That's what's up. That's what's up, man. So if you guys want to know what's really going on, that's what's really going on. The public companies are going to be fighting against the private sector. And the public companies are going to put pressure on the government to do something about the private sector. But the reality is that the private sector product is better than the public sector's product. So that's why the public sector is spending so much money to go and get licensed, to go and get regulated, to go and get tested products so that their products will be superior to the guys on the street. Because if their products are not superior to the guys on the street, then how can they compete? So I need you guys to understand, this is just the beginning, eh? Don't listen to the hype. Cannabis stocks are not going anywhere. They're going to keep getting better. But what's going to happen is the smaller companies, they are getting eaten up in the marketplace. They do not understand that, okay, if you guys are a smaller public company, call me. I can help you. If you do not know that your private company is different than your public stock, then you shouldn't be public. If you're public, you need to have a plan for your stock. If you do not have a plan for your stock, you have no chance. The market makers will eat you up and spit you out every single minute of every single day. You can't just say, oh yeah, we got tons of revenue. We've got lots of money in the bank. The stock should just take care of itself. No, that is crazy talk. The stock does not take care of itself. A baby does not take care of itself. You take care of your baby until your baby is grown up and at a point where it takes care of itself. You take care of the stock. You have to have a plan for your stock. If you do not have a plan for your stock will get obliterated. These companies who are going down, you guys have no clue. You guys are pretending. I am not buying you anymore. I will not buy your stock. You guys are pump and dumps. You guys are pretenders. You do not have a plan for your stock. Now, a company like Canopy Growth, they got a plan. And that's why they're the number one company to invest in this entire sector. That's a fact. They have a plan for their stock. That's why they're number one. They are consistently focused on building shareholder equity, creating shareholder value, and that is why they are number one. If you're a public company and you're raising a ton of money, you're getting rich. You and your management team are getting rich, and your consultants and your buddies and your friends and your accountants and your lawyers, you're all getting rich, right? What about your shareholders? Do you care about your shareholders? If you do not care about your shareholders, then why should anyone invest in you? So guys, think about this. Before you put a penny in any of these stocks, does this company care about their shareholders? And what I mean is the stock going up? If the stock is not going up, I got news for you. They don't care about you. And if they don't care about you and the only thing they care about is raising money, you got to be very careful. Protect your money at all costs. Protect your money at all costs. Okay? Protect your money at all costs. A lot of these companies, they don't care about your money. Only you care about your money. Invest in the best. The best is blessed. Canopy Growth is the best. Aurora Cannabis, Aphria. They've always been the top three since day one. If you invest in those when they're down, you will win. This is your message from your boy. Now remember, Rich TV Live is strictly for education, entertainment purposes. Always do your due diligence. Always do your research before you invest in anything that we talk about here on Rich TV Live, because we just a bunch of potheads, right? We don't know shit, right? We don't know nothing. So if you're not winning, you're probably not watching. This is your boy Rich from Rich TV Live. We've been doing this for 2 years. We've called every single winner. I don't even have to say nothing. The videos speak for themselves. We predicted Canopy Growth would be a giant. They are. We predicted that Aurora would be a giant. They are. We predicted that Organogram would be a giant. They are. We predicted that Chronos Group would be a giant. They are. We predicted the HMMJ would be a giant. They are. What else do we need to predict? I predict that Zenabis will be a giant. They will be. Book it. I predict that Aleafia Health will be a giant. They will be. Book it. I predict that MedMan will be a giant. They will be. Book it. I predict that Kush Bottles will be a giant. They will be. Book it. I predict that T-God will be a giant. They will be. Book it. I could do this all day, man. I got to go. I'm out. If you ain't winning, you ain't watching. Visit Rich TV Live. Don't forget to subscribe. Click that like down below and comment on the show, because all we do is bring you winners. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. This is your boy Rich, and I'm out. Peace. See ya. Have a nice weekend. Don't get caught up in the small stuff. Don't sweat it. When they're down, you buy, and when they're up, you sell. It's that simple. This is your boy,